Good morning. My name is Astha Dikshit. I am from Pandit R.D. Tiwari Government English Medium School, Raipur. Today's my topic is relation. We have studied about it in previous class 11th. Now I am revising it. Now what is relation? In our daily life, there are many kind of relation. For example, brother, sister, mother, father, etc. Similarly, in mathematics, many kind of relations such as AB is perpendicular to PQ and triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR and A is less than B, etc. Similarly, if we define a relation in case of sets in mathematics, similarly we can define a relation in case of sets. Relation is a subset of Cartesian product of sets. Firstly, we have to know what is Cartesian product. Suppose we have two sets, A equal to 1 to 3 and other set B equal to AB. Then Cartesian product of AB is A cross B equal to 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B. It means first element of set A and first element of set B means 1A. Then first element of set A and second element of set B means 1B. Then second element of set A and first element of set B is 2A, and second element of set A and second element of set B is 2B, and third element of set A and first element of set B is 3A, and third element of set A and second element of set B is 3B. Here, if we define a relation, if I want to say elements whose beginning is odd number, in this Cartesian product there are two odd numbers 1 and 3. So our relation is 1A 1B and 3A 3. Here we can say that R is a subset of A cross B. We can explain it with the help of this arrow diagram. First, in relation 1A, it means I draw arrow from 1 to A, and next 1B, so I draw arrow from 1 to B, and 3A, so I draw arrow from 3 to A and 3 to B. If element, and now how can we denote the relation? If element A is related to element B, then it's denoted by AB belongs to R, or A is related to B. We can denote in this type of relation. Now types of relation. First, types of relation. Now types of relation. First, empty relation. A relation in a set A is called empty relation if no element of A is related to any element of A. It means if I defined a relation, if I defined such kind of relation in a set, and this relation is not true for any element of a set, okay, then this type of relation is called empty relation. For example, let me define a set A equal to for all student in school, and relation defined as R equal to AB, and difference between age of A and B is more than 100 years. And in case of school, it's not possible, because if we choose a nursery class of if we choose a student of nursery class and we choose a student of a 12th class, and difference between these two students is never more than 100 years. So this is the example of a empty relation. Now we learn about universal relation. This relation is opposite of empty relation. A relation R in a set A is called universal relation if A is related to every element of A. It means this relation is true for every element of A. For example, let me define a set A equal to for all students in school, and define a relation R equal to AB such that difference between age of A and B is less than 100 years. Less than if age difference between two students is less than 100 years means this relation is defined for all students in school. Suppose we have choose two students, those age difference is 17 years, is also true for this relation, and we choose those student whose age difference is 0 years is also true for this relation. So we can say that this relation is a universal relation. Now trivial relation, both empty and universal relation are sometimes called trivial relation because this two relation is true for all elements or not for any element, and this relation does not have much importance. Now we have to study about reflexive relation, symmetric relation, and transitive relation. This is the most important topic, and most of the questions are coming in exam in this topic, so listen carefully. Now, reflexive relation. Firstly, we have to know what is reflection. When we stand in front of mirror, then I will see my image, not any other person's image. Similarly, in reflection relation, if element, for every element A is belongs to A, then AA belongs to R. It means if reflection of all elements of set A belong to relation, then it called reflexive relation. It means every element must have its own reflection, then only reflexive relation exists. Means A's reflection is A, so we can say that this reflection is reflexive relation. Now we can understand with an example. Suppose if set A equal to 1 to 3 and relation defined as R equal to 1 2 2 3 3 1 2 1 1 3 1 1 2 2 3 3. According to definition of reflexive relation, for every element A is belongs to A, then relation defined as AA belongs to R. Here R is reflexive of every element of set A. Why? Because we can see that here for every element of set A means set A is 1 2 3, means one's reflection is 1 are having in this relation, and 2's reflection is 2 are having in this relation, and 3's reflection is 3 are having in this relation, and written is it in ordered pair 1 1 2 2 and 3 3. So we can say this relation is reflexive relation. Now we can understand if relation are not reflexive with an example. If set A equal to 1 2 3 and relation defined as R equal to 1 2 2 3 3 1 2 1 1 3 and 1 1. Here R is not reflexive of every element of set A because only 1 1 ordered pair is in relation, other are not. 1 1 ordered pair R is in relation, other or not, means 2's reflection is not in this defined relation, and 3's reflection is not in defined relation, है ना, because reflexive relation is true for every element of set A. So we can say that this reflection is not reflexive, this relation is not reflexive relation. Now what is symmetric relation? Firstly we have to know what is symmetry. If we draw a line between any shape, that line divide that shape in two equal parts and each part is symmetric to each other. See in this picture, smiley, we draw a line in between this picture, and this picture is divided in two equal parts, so this called symmetry. Now similarly in symmetric relation, in case of sets for all AB belongs to A, if AB is belongs to R, implies that its symmetry BA is belongs to R. It means if AB is a element of a set A and if AB is a element of a set A and this AB is belongs to this defined relation, then its symmetry BA is also belongs this relation. Okay, now we understand this with an example. Suppose if a set A is 1 2 3 and relation defined as R equal to 1 2 2 3 2 1 3 1 3 2 and 1 3. Okay, now according to definition, for all AB belongs to A, if AB is belongs to R, then implies that BA is belongs to R by definition of relation, this relation. Okay, now see in this relation 1 2 its symmetry is 2 1 and 2 3 its symmetry is 3 2, are having in this relation, and 3 1, its symmetry is 1 3 is also having in this relation. So all our ordered pair are having symmetry, so we can say that this relation is symmetric relation. Okay, and note that point, if there is any ordered pair in the given relation, then reciprocal of that ordered pair must be there. It means in this example, whatever ordered pair are given in this example, and all are having reciprocal. But if one ordered pair are not having its reciprocal, then it is not a symmetric relation. Okay, now we have transitive relation. Now transitive relation. Firstly, we have to know what is transition. Suppose we have I am standing at a point A and goes to point B, again we goes to point C, then A to B and B to C is my transition. Here A is linked with B and B is linked with C, and A is linked with C. Similarly in transitive relation, for ABC belongs to A. ABC is a element of a set A. Then if AB and BC belongs to relation, then implies that AC belongs to R. Okay, now we have to prove this transitive relation with this example. If set A is 1 2 3 4 5 6 and relation defined as R equal to XY such that Y is divisible by X, then prove that this relation is transitive relation. Here I am discussing about divisibility, so we choose 1 2 and 2 4 type of element. Okay, then according to transitivity, for ABC belongs to R, if AB and BC belongs to R, then implies that AC belongs to R. Here 1 2 and 2 4 R belongs to R, because 2 is divisible by 1 and 4 is divisible by 1. So this is true for this defined relation. And here 1 2 is AB. Suppose 1 2 is AB and 2 4 is BC. Then what is AC? AC is 1 4. Implies that 1 4 is belongs to relation, because 4 is also divisible by 1. So we can say this relation is a transitive. This relation is a transitive relation. Now we can easily understand all of this relation with help of this table. First, reflexive. For every element of A is belongs to A, and this reflection, A's reflection is A, means AA belongs to R. And not reflexive, for every element A is belongs to A, and A's reflection A does not belongs to this defined relation. Okay, now symmetric for AB belongs to A, means AB is a element of a set A, and if AB belongs to this relation, and implies that its symmetry BA is also belongs to R. And not symmetric when for AB belongs to A, and if AB is belongs to this relation but its symmetry BA does not belongs to R. Now transitivity, for every ABC is a element of a set A, and if AB and BC is belongs to this relation, and implies that AC is belongs to R. Not transitive, for every ABC belongs to A, and if AB and BC is belongs to R but AC does not belongs to R. Now equivalence relation. If relation R in a set A is said to be an equivalence relation if R is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Hence we have complete all the topic of relation. This is important chapter, so please do more and more practice.